Today I'm going to show you how to make your potatoes go from this to this, and maybe even this. To learn how to make these buttery garlic mashed potatoes, keep watching. For this recipe, I'll be using 8 russet potatoes, chicken broth, minced garlic, butter, and almond milk. This recipe is lactose friendly, so let's get started. First, peel your potato using a potato peeler and then use a knife to remove any dark spots. I like to rinse each of my potatoes before I place it into my bowl of water. This water here will also keep your potatoes from turning brown. If you come across any rot underneath the skin of the potato, just simply cut all of that out just like you see here. Use the tip of a sharp knife and just dig all of that out. You can also do this with a potato peeler. Keep your area nice and clean, and let's move on to the next step. So just a little disclaimer here, I am not the expert when it comes to cutting a potato. I just like to get it done, okay? So if you came here for a tutorial on how to cut a potato, this is not the place. Look, cut that potato, and then you just want to make sure that you cut equal parts. And also remember that the larger that you cut the potato, the longer it will take to cook. So you want to cut them, like a nice good small size, just like you see here. Now add the potatoes, and then we're going to add in the chicken broth. Now I'm only using 1 can of chicken broth, and then I'm going to add water to cover the potatoes. The thing is, you just want to make sure that the potatoes are fully submerged into the liquid. Now heat your potatoes on high heat, and you want to bring this to a boil, which should take about 15 minutes depending on the size of your potato chunks. You can also lift the potatoes out of the pot, and you can check them by using a fork or a knife, and you want to pierce the potato to see if it's done. If it's still hard, go ahead and put it back in the water and let it cook for about an additional 5 minutes. And once the potatoes are done, go ahead and drain the broth. Now, I did not mention this earlier, but by cooking the potatoes in chicken broth, that's going to infuse a lot of flavor into the potatoes. Like right now, these potatoes were so good. I tried some and I was like, I could literally just eat it right now. It was so good. And so now use your potato masher to mash up the potatoes really, really good. Use some shed spread country crock for some additional flavor. So for this next step here, you're going to melt your butter into a saucepan on medium heat, and then you're going to add in the garlic. So we're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes, stirring occasionally, and then next add in your almond milk. So because my almond milk was cold, it brought down the temperature in the pot. And if this happens, just increase your heat to high. You want to bring this to a boil, and you're only going to cook this for about 3 minutes. So next, add the butter and the milk to the mashed potatoes, and you're going to stir it up. So as you can see, my potatoes are really, really thick at this point, which I really do not mind because I do like thick potatoes. But if you want your potatoes to be a little bit thinner, then I'm going to show you how you can thin them out. Take 1 cup of milk, make sure that you heat it up, and then you're going to add it slowly into your mashed potatoes, a little bit at a time, until you reach the consistency that you prefer. So if you like creamier potatoes, you can also add a little sour cream in here as well. But because I'm giving you guys a lactose-free recipe, I will not be adding any sour cream to these mashed potatoes. And my potatoes are pretty much done here. And here's the finished result. So I hope that you guys liked this video. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you did. And I will catch you guys in my next video.